Welcome back to another MLB The Show 23 tier list video. Today, I am looking at the pitchers in set 4 and going over the 10 best that I think are usable on online play. If you guys use cards that aren't on this list and you do well with them, continue to use them. Just know that these are the guys that I think will give you a little bit more of an edge if you can master their mixes and how to control them and all that. Without further ado, let's get into the honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is this 95 Kodai Senga. It's actually better than the 97 that you can still use in set 4 because this card has an extra pitch. He throws a slurve and a slider as opposed to a 12-6 curveball, which just inherently makes him a lot better. Kodai's kind of weird in this game. His forkball is really good, and I don't know why Kodai is as good as he is, but people struggle. Honorable mention. Another non-99 is 97 Randy Johnson for the obvious reasons. It's a Randy Johnson card. He does have outlier. That's going to be good enough for me. The pronouns are just kind of bad. So if you're on anything past, All-Star, you're going to struggle. But if it's Randy and if people just straight up can't hit Randy, you're going to have a good time with this one. Another honorable is this Max Fried. I actually think he's pretty solid. The BB9 and the pitching clutch is great. Just the other guys on this list are a little bit better. A couple more honorables. Fernando Valenzuela. Really fun card. People either love him or hate him. If you love him, use him. If you don't, just forget he even exists. 99 Roy Halladay. This card's great too. I just think he's really Hall of Fame or legend or don't use. I wouldn't recommend him on All-Star because the speed differentials aren't that good. He doesn't throw that hard. Those are the two things you really need. So keep him for the higher difficulties, but this is a good option. And the last honorable mention is Joe Musgrove. Great pitch mix, really high hit per 9. Kind of the same fate as Roy Halladay, but this one's way cheaper. He's only 10K. So if you need a starter right now for a spot start or something, Musgrove's not bad. Starting off the top 10, we are going to start off with one of the collection rewards for Team Affinity, 99 Nolan Ryan. It's a normal Nolan Ryan card, 125 hit per 9, 116K, 125 clutch is crazy. The only issue I have with him is that the BB9 at 79 is actually lower than his previous 99. And that card already kind of had trouble locating. So this one's going to be worse to locate with, despite his pars being, or despite his PCI sizes for the hitters being smaller. It'll be harder to hit your spots with them. That's definitely an issue, and that's why Nolans in the past have been bad. It's because they can't hit their location. So if you're able to dot with them for whatever reason, it's a Nolan Ryan, and he's great, but I think that will make him a little bit worse than how good the other one was, at least in my opinion. At number 9, we have 99 Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani, very fun card again. He mashes, really good hitter, super fast, two-way player, all the good stuff. And he can also pitch pretty well. Outlier fastball, sinker, and a cutter. They gave him a slurve instead of a slider. It's the most unique Ohtani pitcher card we ever got. I think it's the best Ohtani pitcher card we've ever got, especially with the sinker and the outlier. He's really good. He's a little readable, and some people have seen him a lot at this point, so he's not like top tier, but it's hard to have a guy with sinker, cutter, and outlier not be in the top 10. Here's Ohtani at number 9. At number 8, we have this 99 Cy Young DeGrom. It's very strange. DeGrom has been super dominant in MLB The Show over the last handful of years, and he's been nightmare fuel for a lot of people. This one should be no exception. Again, outlier fastball, really hard slider, circle change, and he gave him a sinker instead of a two-seam. So in theory, all 5 of his pitches are usable, which his two-seam really wasn't in the past. But he doesn't get the wins in the outings that I would want out of a DeGrom for whatever reason. His price reflects that. This is the only chase pack card that's usable outside of, or only pitcher that's usable right now out of a chase. And he's only 200-ish K. He should probably be higher than that if he was as good as I kind of think he should be. And I know a lot of people have kind of struggled with him. The differentials just aren't what they kind of were, and over the years, he gets a little bit easier to read. So DeGrom's at number 8. I still think he's a stud, and it's kind of nice that he's a little bit cheaper, so some people can use him, but he still is more expensive that a lot of people won't be using him and spamming him like they have in years past. At number 7, 99 Clayton Kershaw. Good to see Kershaw be back on a top 10 pitcher list. His pitch mix is really good always. It's usually the speeds that kind of ruin him. This one throws 95. That's going to be good enough 95 throwing Kershaw is definitely towards the better side. He'll never have a card throwing like outlier or like 99, but if he did, then he'd be insane. 114 hit per 9 is great. 125 BB9 is unreal. He's gonna dot everything. He has really good control on all his pitches, really good break on all his pitches. I think this Kershaw is going to be great. The funky delivery is definitely hard for some people. And if you like pitching for Kershaws, unlike me, I don't like it, but I understand. He's definitely hard to hit. This card is going to be really good. I think he's number 7. At number 6, we have the number 1 overall pick in the draft, Paul Skeens. Really cool that they gave us draft cards this year. And it's kind of interesting because as, you know, we've gone through the sets, he was used a lot at first and then is kind of slowed down. A lot of people are using other cards. So you don't see Paul Skeens as much, and that makes him a lot better. It's a unique pitching motion. It's a unique, even like his pitch mix is pretty unique. A lot of pitches that go in towards lefties and only one that goes away from righties. But the outlier fastball, the really good per 9s. This card's a stud, and you don't see him as much, so when you do, it's kind of jarring. I think he's really good. He's number 6. Number 5 on this list might be a little bit of a shocker, but if you guys know me, you know I like Kerry Wood. Kerry Wood, 115, 117, 125 pitcher clutch is insane. The pitch mix is really nice. He does have outlier on his fastball as well as a slurve, 12-6 cutter, and a changeup. Really good stuff. He kind of has a weird little delivery. And the 86 BB9 is always a problem with Kerry Wood. This one's actually going to be able to locate. I like this Kerry Wood. I haven't played a lot of ranked since he's come out, so I haven't faced him yet. But I imagine he's going to be very solid, especially once you get up to Hall of Fame and the higher difficulties. I really like Kerry. Give him a shot. I know he's a little expensive at 148K, but if you have some extra stubs laying around, there's not a lot of guys to buy. This should be one of them. He's number 5. At number 4, we have 99 overall, Big Red Dustin May. Outlier sinker, slurve, fastball, cutter, and a circle change. It's a great mix. The per 9s are pretty solid. I wish they were a little bit better. The clutch, I wish, was a little bit higher. But his motion is just funky enough. The outlier sinker is going to be throwing hard, and I like that. The mix is great. I was really good with his charisma card. I'm sure a lot of other people were. This is just a direct upgrade from that. And because of all of that, on Hall of Fame and Legends, and even on All-Star, because it's an outlier sinker, this card is going to be fantastic. I know he's a BR card from before, so he's pretty expensive at this point. But he is the number 3 pitcher, number 4 pitcher in the game for set 4. I got a little ahead of myself, but the number 3 pitcher in set 4 is going to be Al Leiter. 99 Al Leiter finally gets a 99. The stats reflect that. 122, 116 on the hit and K per 9, 125 clutch. The BB9 is a little bit lower than we're used to for Al Leiters, but he doesn't throw very hard, so the pars will still be pretty small because he does have great control on all of his individual pitches. Sinker, cutter, weird motion from the left. He's a finesse guy. He kind of reminds me a little bit of a Maddox. The speed differentials are insane. He's really, really good. And he's hard to hit. He's hard to hit hard. And Leiter is a guy that you might not get a trillion strikeouts with, but you're going to get a lot of outs. And a lot of quick outs, too. This card's a beast. He's the 3rd best pitcher in set 4. To me, he's the 2nd best lefty in set 4. We are at the number 2 pitcher in set 4, and this is actually a top 5 pitcher in the entire game for me. 99 Cy Young, Corey Kluber. The best Corey Kluber we've ever gotten. We've had ones with better hit per 9, but this is the most well-balanced. 120 hit or BB9 is crazy. Every pitch is going to go exactly where you want it. Corey's delivery is already annoying enough as it is. Now he has this crazy stat line. This one throws a little bit harder than Corey's in the past because he actually hits 96, 97 with the 4-seam. And listen, man, if you guys have faced Corey's, you know he is an evil soul snatcher. This might be the best right-handed pitcher in the game at all, and which is crazy because it doesn't have outlier. Just shows to show that you don't fully need it when certain things go right, certain conditions are met. The gap between him and Leiter is, I think, really, really big. Like, the 1 and 2 pitchers for set 4 are way better than everybody else. So, if you really aren't comfortable with any pitchers, you get that first collection pack. I know Mookie Betts and Jimmy Fox are super enticing. Corey might be the play just because of how much better he is than the guy he's probably replacing in the rotation. He's the number 2 pitcher in set 4. And to absolutely nobody's surprise, this is, I'm not kidding, maybe the best pitcher we've ever been given in the game. It's him or Randy Johnson in any game, any iteration. John Donaldson is absolutely unreal. Outlier slider is one of the most unfair pitches in this game, especially on high difficulties. It gets up to 96. That's faster than outlier throws at all, and that's his slider. It's just devious. And then his forkball is so good. You guys have faced John Donaldson enough. I'm sure you'll continue to face him, continue to use him. And there's a great reason. This card is fantastic. I mean, just look at this. There are 25,000 people that have P5'd him. He's really good. One of the best that this game has ever seen. And he is the best pitcher in set 4. That's going to do it for us today, guys. That is the top 10 pitchers in set 4. Let me know what you guys think. You're obviously allowed to use any wild card guys for a spot start here or there. Get your Randy, get your Rokies, whoever it might be. But if you're just using the guys in your normal rotation for the set, these are the guys I think give you the best opportunity to win. If you guys have any questions or you want to let me know who you're using down below, make sure you comment and like and subscribe while you're down there. There's more great videos like this coming as the season comes to an end. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.